Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are tackling one of the biggest challenges language learners worldwide: how to actually speak English fluently, confidently, and without that creeping fear of making mistakes. Let's be completely honest right from the start. You have probably spent years studying grammar rules, memorizing long vocabulary lists, and passing written exams. At the moment someone turns to you and asks a simple question in English, your mind goes completely blank. Your heart starts racing, your throat tightens, and the words just refuse to come out. If that sounds familiar, I want you to take a deep breath. You are not stupid, you are not incapable, and you are definitely not alone. The truth is, traditional education taught you how to analyze English, not how to speak it. Speaking a language is not an academic exercise, it is a physical and psychological skill. Much like learning to ride a bicycle or play the guitar, you can read 100 books about bicycle mechanics, but you will still fall off the first time you get on the seat if you haven't practiced balance. Today, we are going to change your approach. We are shifting from passive learning to active speaking. I'm going to break down the exact mindset shifts and daily habits that will transform you from a silent, hesitant learner into a confident, fluent speaker. The fluency illusion. Let's start the part 1. Let's start by smashing a massive myth, the illusion of perfection. Many people believe that fluency means speaking exactly like a native speaker with a perfect accent and zero grammatical errors. That is completely wrong. Fluency is not about perfection, fluency is about communication, it is about getting your message from your brain into the other person's mind clearly and effectively. Think about it this way: if you make a teeny grammar mistake, say you forget the S at the end of a verb, does the other person still understand you? Yes, they absolutely do. When you obey other over every single rule while talking, you create a massive bottleneck in your brain. You think of a sentence in your native language, translate it into translate it to English, check it against grammar rules, analyze your pronunciation, and only then do you try to say it. No wonder you feel frozen by the time you finish that mental checklist. The conversation has moved on. To break this cycle, you must give yourself permission to speak badly. Yes, you heard the right. Give yourself permission to make mistakes. Every mistake you make is not a sign of failure, it is a sign that you are actively trying, pushing boundaries, and building new neural pathways. The more comfortable you become with making mistakes, the faster you fear, the faster your fear will evaporate. Let's talk about part 2: think in English. Stop translating. The next major hurdle is internal translation. If you are translating every word from your native language to English in your head, your speech will always feel slow and exhausting. You need to train your brain to think directly in English. Now, you might think that sounds impossible. I'm not advanced enough yet. But you can start doing this today, no matter your current level. It all begins with technique called environmental labeling. Start small. Look around your room right now. Instead of thinking of the objects in your native language, look at them and say the English words in your mind: chair, window, laptop, coffee cup. Once you can do that effortlessly, upgrade to simple phrases describing your actions. When you are making breakfast, think to yourself, I am making coffee. The water is hot. This bread tastes good. You don't need an audience for this. You are simply building a direct highway between your visuals experience and your English vocabulary, cutting out the middleman of translation. Over time, these small internal phrases expand into full thoughts, and eventually, when someone speaks to you in public, the English response will pop up automatically. Let's talk about part 3. The part 3 was the power of shadowing practice. So let's start. How do we transition from internal thinking to actual vocal confidence? One of the absolute best tools in your arsenal is a technique called shadowing. Shadowing is incredibly simple but widely effective for improving pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. All you do is find a video or audio clip of a native English speaker. It could be a scene from your favorite movie, a podcast, or even a YouTube video like this. 1. Listen to a sentence, pause it, and try to repeat exactly the way they said it. Do not just focus on the words, pay attention to the music of the language. Where did they reach their pitch?